Hi everyone, my name is Edie Summers and let's do some yoga together. So I was asked to make several types of yoga videos. Let's start with one that's short, on the shorter side, that helps you build energy. So we'll go ahead and get started. Grab a mat if you have one, and we'll start in what's called Tadasana. So I love yoga because it helps you stay in balance. That's one of my favorite things about it. And I mean like active balance, like not a static balance, but you know what that means, like staying in balance. What's going to help you either recover your energy or dial it down, like finding that dynamic balance. That's what I love. And I like to do videos that are yoga based or some type of meditation based videos or exercise based videos that help you improve your well-being. I struggled with losing my energy after having a ski accident in my early 20s, and so I was definitely trying to figure out how to get my energy back. And I figured out what works for me, and yoga is part of it. It's not the only thing. If you want to check out more of what worked for me, I wrote a whole book on the subject. It's called The Memory of Health, and you can type in the address portlandwellnesscoach.com/MOH and check that out, and check out that book that I wrote. It's called The Memory of Health. But a big part of what helps me is yoga. It's not the only thing. There are many things that help you stay in balance. But I love yoga because even if you have really low energy, yoga can help you improve your energy. And whether you're looking to reduce stress or improve energy, improve your well-being, so many different ways. There are so many different ways that yoga helps you. So since the goal today is to focus on how to improve energy, and we're going to do a shorter video, we'll stand up just for a little bit and then we'll come down to the ground. So find a yoga mat or find a place where you can do yoga, wherever that is, in your home or maybe you're outside, I don't know. And just find what feels comfortable to you. We'll start in here what's called Tadasana. So you want to ground through your feet here and lengthen through your spine. Let your arms and palms fall up into either side. Actually, just let your hands float down. Do some shoulder shrugs. Draw shoulders up toward ears, inhale. And then draw your shoulder blades together. And I want to let you know it's very possible my cat will run by here. I have one cat in the house right now. Her name is Sarah. So if you see a little white cat, that's Seraphina. So again, we're in Tadasana, but let your fingers dingle down, hands dingle down. Inhale, shoulder shrug. And then draw your shoulder blades together. Maybe one more time. Inhale. Draw that energy in. Exhale. Blow that stress out. And then I'll meet you in what's called Tadasana. So just stand up nice and tall. Tadasana is a foundational pose in yoga. Find your breath here. Notice your inhales. Notice your exhales. Feel yourself grounded on your mat. Getting ready for your practice. Maybe let your hands float up to heart center here. And find your balance here. Find yourself settling more and more in on your mat. Lengthen through your spine. Just notice your breathing here. How are you breathing? Check in. Good job. And let your arms float back into Tadasana. So we're going to do something called ha breathing. This is a really good way to exhale stress out and get stress out of your body. And you can do this in your car or wherever you need a quick reboot. So take an inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to say ha out loud. And I know it might sound silly, but let's just do it anyway. So inhale, exhale, say ha, ha. Do it again. Inhale. Nice deep inhale, on your exhale, say ha, ha. Okay, good job. We're back here in Tadasana. Inhale, mountain. Arms reach high to the sky. So you can gaze up at the sky, or maybe you gaze straight ahead. Send your arms high to the sky, relax through your shoulders. Just make your palms face one another here. Stand up nice and tall and still like a mountain. Inhale here, and then exhale, let your arms flip back down. And then inhale again, reach high to the sky. Bring your palms together, exhale, let them travel back down toward your heart center. And then inhale, open arms to either side. Imagine you're peeling open your rib cage here. Inhale. Create space in your spine. Exhale, belly to spine, hug a tree. Again, inhale, open up your heart. Exhale, hug a tree. These are called cat and cows, and cat and cow is a really nice way to wake up your spine. So you want to send your tailbone down to the ground here. Let's see it from the side. Inhale and exhale. You're keeping your feet together here. Your legs are straight. There are many different ways to do cat and cow. That's one of them. Let's try it another way. So walk your feet underneath your hips. Bend your knees here a little bit. Inhale here. Actually straighten through your knees. Inhale. Now exhale. Bend your knees. Belly to spine. Imagine you're hugging a tree. And inhale, rise up. Exhale, belly to spine, hug a tree. And then roll back up through your spine here. So I'm going to bring you back to Tadasana. My cat wants to go out. I'll be right back. Hang tight. Stay in Tadasana. Maybe again, let your hands float up to heart center. Find your breath here. I'll be right back. She didn't want to go outside. Okay, so we're here in Tadasana. So my goal today is to help you with energy. I'm going to throw a little bit of Qigong in here. So walk your feet just underneath your hips. Bend your knees here, soften through your knees. Let your wrists float up, inhale. Let your fingertips float up, exhale. Trace your fingers down through the air. Let's build some energy here. Inhale, wrists float up, fingertips float up, exhale. Trace your fingers down through the air. Now imagine that you're waving your arms like clouds. Find the natural pace and rhythm of your body. Wave your arms like clouds. This is from Tai Chi. Take your time here. Wave arms like clouds. And one more here. Wave arms like clouds. Good job. Now your feet should be just underneath your hips. Soften through your knees here. Inhale, arms float up. And then exhale, bend your knees here, roll down through your spine. Touch your toes, let your hands and head float down to your mat. And then belly to spine here, roll back up. One vertebra at a time. I'm going to do that from the side so you can see me. I've got my feet underneath my hips here. Soften through your knees. Arms are at either side. Inhale, they float up. Nice deep inhale and exhale, bend your knees and roll down through your spine. Hands and head float down, breathe here. And then belly to spine. Roll back up, one vertebra at a time. Good job. Let's sit down. So find your way seated any way that feels good to you. And I'll meet you in what's called Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together here. You can hold onto your feet. Sit up nice and tall here. Relax your shoulders. Let your knees fall open to either side. Find your breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You could also hold on to your ankles here. Inhale and exhale. Finding your breath here. This is also called butterfly. You could also press your knees open. Find your breath here. Maybe flap your wings a little. Breathe here. And then let's just cross one leg over the other, coming into what's called easy pose. So first, place your hands where they're comfortable. I've got my thumb and middle fingers together here, resting on my knees. Palms are facing up. Find what feels good to you. Maybe your hands are like this. Maybe your hands are resting at either side. You want to relax your shoulders here. Sit up nice and tall, but ground through your seat. Feel grounded on your mat. Send the crown of your head up high to the sky here. Notice your breath. Take some inhales and exhales. And inhale. And exhale. Feel the soothing nature of your breath. Feel it calming your nerves down. Inhale and exhale. Let's do cat and cow here. Hold on to your knees. Take an inhale. Peel your rib cage open. Open up through your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Belly to spine. Round through your back. Find your range of motion there. Inhale. Open up through your heart. Exhale, belly to spine, round through your back. One more time, inhale, open up through your heart. Maybe going a little bit further, each direction, each time, belly to spine, round through your back. And then roll back up. Good job. We're going to come to what's called child's pose. So child's pose, I'm going to show you a couple ways to come into it. You can do it the traditional way. It's a really good way to help relax your nervous system. So the traditional way, open knees, and you're going to sit into your hips. You want to reach your fingertips out here, reach your arms, and drop your forehead to the mat. That's traditional child's pose, but you can also have knees together. Arms can be in front of you or behind you. And if this doesn't feel good on your knees, you can bring your knees apart, line at knees with hips here. Well, knees are, you're kind of like your lower legs are kind of on a triangle. But then take an inhale and an exhale, drop down onto your forearms and let your head float down. You can do child's pose like that, or if none of that feels good to you, you can lie on your back and hug your knees. It's like a reverse child's pose. Maybe just stretch and breathe here. If you're lying this way, maybe cross one ankle over the other and you can rock side to side here, massage your lower back. Or just hold here. So you can stay in child's pose. Child's pose helps your nervous system reboot. So it's a really great way also to wake up your spine and to catch your breath. So you can explore child's pose and see how that feels to you. A lot of times these days I like to stay up on my knees and just let my head float down and resting on my forearms. Breathe into your spine here. Take a few rounds of breath here. Inhale and exhale. Fill up your body with breath. Inhale and exhale. Again, whether you're up high or down low. And then take an inhale here and walk your hands upward here in tabletop. So you want to bring wrists underneath shoulders, knees are underneath your hips. You want to create a nice and neutral spine here. So send the crown of your head several inches. We'll send it to the front of your mat here and lift your gaze. Let's do cat and cow here. Inhale, send your head and tailbone up to the sky. And then exhale, head floats down, belly to spine. Find those waves of breath and energy here. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Keep going here. Go at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale. Maybe you want to do that a few more times. You could. We're going to thread the needle here. Inhale, send right arm high to the sky. Stretch through your side body here. And exhale, weave right arm in between left arm and left leg. Drop your head to the mat, maybe your shoulder. While you're down here, you can walk your left arm out. Get a deeper stretch in your left shoulder, or maybe with left elbow bent. Inhale, left arm floats up. Exhale, drape left arm across your lower back here. And breathe here. Unwind your arm or walk your hand back in. And then unwind all together. Inhale, send right arm high to the sky. Stretch and breathe here through your right side body. Exhale, right hand floats down. Creating that nice neutral spine here. In tabletop, let's do the other side. Inhale, send the left arm high to the sky. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Weave your left arm in between right arm and right leg. Maybe you stay up high and just reach it through. Or you can drop your head to the mat, maybe your shoulder. You can stay just like this, or you can explore thread the needle. Sometimes I like to drape my arm across my lower back. Find what works for you. Breathe here. Breathe from your belly. Inhale and exhale. Bring the oxygen in. When you're ready to come out of this, you can hang out here. Sometimes people hang out here for a while. If you're ready to come out of this, you can walk your hand back in or unwind your arm and then unwind all together. Inhale. Imagine you're moving through honey or molasses here. Take your time. Exhale. Passing back through tabletop. Then just step one knee in front and sit on your hip and swing your leg around here. Let's come back to easy pose. So sit up nice and tall, cross one leg over the other. If that doesn't feel good to you, you could come back to Baddha Konasana. Kind of press your knees open here, or maybe you just extend legs out. Find what feels good to you. Let's just stretch here just a little bit, wherever you are. Reconnecting with your breath. Take an inhale and on an exhale, stretch forward. Feel that stretch. Let your hands and head float down. Breathe into your muscles here. Breathe into your fascia. You can walk your hands up. Maybe extend legs out here now. I can't quite extend legs all the way out here, but you get the general idea. You might be able to reach a little bit further than me. Let's stir the pot. Reach over to right leg And then stretch the center, maybe hold if you feel any resistance. Breathe into it. Take your time here. You can stir that pot over toward left leg and then belly to spine, rise back up. Take an inhale. Exhale, let's reverse it. Stir that pot, reach toward your left leg here. Pausing anywhere that you need to stretch. You can travel through the center, stir that pot. Stir over toward right leg, belly to spine, roll back up. And then let's walk our legs together here. Extend legs out. You want to soften through your knees as needed. Let's do staff. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Feel the support of your mat here. Create some heat in your thighs. Maybe flex through your feet. Bend your elbows. Walk your hands behind. Your hands are facing toward your feet. Send the crown of your head high to the sky here and breathe. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Remember to breathe, bring the oxygen in here. The most important thing is just to show up and breathe. Stretch when you can. And when you start to feel your energy building, then you can add more strengthening poses in and you can start to expand your energy envelope. But just listen to your body and listen to your body's, what your body needs in the present moment and just let it do it, whatever it needs. Give your body what it needs. Your body is so wise. You can unwind your arms. Inhale, arms reach high to the sky. Nice deep inhale. On an exhale, you can reach toward your toes or place your hands on the ground. Lengthen through your spine here. Soften into this forward fold. If you're gazing over your feet, you can even hold onto your toes. You can create a bit of a back bend here. You can kind of feel that. You're creating a bit of a back bend. Just do what feels good to you. And then roll back up to your spine. Again, let's come back to easy pose or whatever seated pose feels good to you. Place your hands where they feel comfortable. Relax your shoulders. Find your breath here. Inhale. Exhale. On your inhales, you're bringing in energy. You're activating your sympathetic nervous system. On your exhales, you're getting rid of stress. You're signaling your body to travel into the parasympathetic state. So your body is always self-regulating. And that's what's so beautiful about yoga is that through breath and awareness and physical postures, but also just the act of showing up for yourself, you help your body self-regulate. Listen to your body. It knows what it needs in order to find that dynamic balance. Inhale and exhale. Breathe here. Now maybe you just want to stay just like this. Maybe your energy is feeling better. Maybe you find that you want to do something else. You know, you might have more energy with breathing more even and kind of moving out that stress. Oftentimes you can create more energy. You could stay just like this. Maybe you want to meditate a little bit. If you would like to do Shavasana with me, you can lie down on your mat and get comfortable. So let's come to lying down. So you can place you can pass through what's called boat. Your feet are together, knees are together. Hold underneath thighs here. Sit up nice and tall. Feel that core engagement. I'm going to do just basic boat today. And then take an inhale. On an exhale, drop your chin down toward your chest and roll down through your spine. One vertebra at a time. I'll meet you on the ground in what's called Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. You can let your knees fall up into either side. Maybe even let your hands rest on your thighs here. Kind of help gravity press open your thighs. Relax into your mat here. Breathe here. So as we start to find that balance and calm and bring more awareness to our body, we start to notice where we have tight muscles or tight fascia. We notice where we're holding stress. Before we head into Shavasana, let's do just a little bit more here. You can let your arms fall open to either side. Maybe you stay just like this. Again, feel the support of your mat and of the earth. Let your palms face up to the sky. Let your knees fall open to either side. Breathe here. Use your breath to melt the edges, to soften the edges. A lot of times those edges are stress. Use your breath here. And then just let your left knee float up and then stack left knee on top of right.
So you could keep your upper back on the mat here and gaze up at the sky. Feel that rotation here. We're here in a modified supine twist. You could even turn and face towards your knees. You're going to feel a deep stretch here in your hip. Listen to your body here. Find what feels good. Adjust for your body. Again, breathe into those edges here. Breathe into your hip. Feel that release of like kind of bottled up energy, that stagnant energy. Feel that release and breathe into it. Let it travel out of your body. And on your inhales, filling your body up with prana and energy, new energy. And you can let your left knee float up, and then right knee floats up. Let your left knee float down, stack right knee on top of left, maybe extend right arm out. You can gaze up at the sky here, try to keep your upper back on the mat. Or maybe it feels better for you to turn and face toward your knees here. You're going to feel a stretch in your right hip here. Breathe into your right hip. Inhale and exhale. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Breathe here wherever you are. Adjust for your body. Listen to your body. What does your body need? What is your body trying to tell you and ask of you in the moment? What does it need to regain balance? Feel free to stay there longer, or you can let your knees float up toward the center. Maybe hug your knees, draw them in toward your body. Inhale. Now I'm going to show you one more hip stretch here if you're feeling warmed up enough. If you feel like you're done, you could come back to butterfly, or you could extend your legs all the way out. If you want to try one more hip stretch here with me, your knees and feet are floating together up in the air. Arms are open to either side, palms are facing up. Actually, lower your right leg down to the ground, and left leg floats up. Maybe bring nose to knee here and feel that stretch in your hamstring. That can release stress a lot of the times. You can also keep your leg on, you can keep your torso on the ground here. If that feels better for you. Feel that stretch in your hamstring here, left hamstring. And then lower your torso back down to the ground. Arms open to either side, cross left foot over right knee. Let your left knee fall up into the side. Now you might just want to stay like this. This is called figure four. This is like a modified pigeon. You could stay like this, or maybe your right leg floats up off the ground, or you could even raise your torso off the ground and thread the needle here. Weave left arm in between right leg and left leg here, and you can even press open your left knee. Can you feel that stretch in your left hip? Doesn't that feel amazing? You can also stay on the ground. You can also stack one knee on top of the other. Listen to your body here. We're here in a modified pigeon or figure four. You can also keep your torso on the ground and lower your right foot down to the ground. I'll meet you here. Right foot on the ground, left knee open. Left ankle, left foot is above right knee. And take an inhale here. On an exhale, right leg pulls left leg and left foot over to the right side. Land on the ball of your left foot here. Feel that stretch here in your hip. And breathe. This can be kind of an intense stretch, but it should feel really good too. Whenever you're ready to come out of this, left hand rises up and it pulls on the inside of your left thigh. Pull your leg back to the center. Let your left arm float open and then unwind your left leg here. Inhale, let it float up. Maybe stretch here a little bit more and then lower left leg down to the ground. Let's do the other side. Inhale, right leg floats up. Stretch here through your right hamstring. Bring nose to knee if you want. Breathe here. Lower your torso down to the ground here. Bend your right knee, cross right foot over left knee. Let your right knee fall up into the side. We're here in a modified pigeon or figure four. You could stay just like this or let your left foot float up. Get a deeper stretch in your right hip. You can also raise your torso up here. Remember, you can also stack one knee on top of the other. If you've got your right knee open, you can thread the needle here. Weave right arm in between both legs. Hold onto the back of your left hamstring here. Whether your torso is up or down, feel that stretch. You can raise your left leg off the ground, or you can have both torso and left leg Feel that stretch here. And then you can lower your torso back down to the ground, lower left foot back down to the ground. Let your right knee fall open and arms fall open to either side. Maybe you stay right here in figure 4, or you can take an inhale. Nice deep inhale and an exhale. Left leg pulls right foot over to the left. Land on the ball of your right foot. Feel that stretch here. All in your hip here. I believe it's stretching your what's called your piriformis too. Breathe here. Remember to breathe. And sometimes people like to hang out here. Whenever you're ready to come out of this, right hand pulls on the inside of your right leg and pull it back to the center. Good job. And then you can unwind your right leg, maybe one final stretch here in your right hamstring. You can extend left leg out too. I just don't really have the room here. Bring nose to knee if you want to. Lower torso down to the ground. You can also just stretch here. Breathe into your right hamstring. Now we're going to come into Shavasana. I'm going to come to butterfly just because of the space here where I am. So I'm bringing the soles of my feet back together. Let my knees fall open to either side. You could join me here in butterfly or Supta Baddha Konasana, or you could extend your legs all the way out. Let your feet fall open. Let your arms and palms fall open to either side. Close your eyes here. Let yourself totally relax. Just melt into your mat. Integrate your practice here. You want to give yourself several moments in Shavasana to relax. Whether you're in butterfly, you have your legs and feet all the way extended out, letting your feet fall open. You can just let your arms rest open to either side. Palms are facing up to the sky. Empty out your mind here. Breathe here. Good job. Now when you're ready to come out of this, you could stay longer if you wanted to. Sometimes that feels really good. If you're ready to come out of this, just turn to one side and come into a fetal pose. You could turn to the right or left side. Right side is a little easier on your heart. But you could turn to either side. I'm going to turn to the left side today. Come to a fetal pose. Use your arm as a pillow. Reset your spine here, and then you can use your hands to walk yourself back up. And find a seated pose that feels comfortable to you. Again, you want to root into the earth here. Ground through your seat. Lengthen through your spine. Relax through your shoulders. Place your hands where they're comfortable. Sometimes it's nice to create a mudra. This is the mudra that signifies community. Bring your fingertips together. Wherever you are, again, let your mind clear here. Empty out your mind and draw your focus maybe to your breath, or you could draw your focus to a mudra like what your hands are doing. Or you could keep your eyes slightly open and maybe send your gaze down toward the ground or toward your hands. Practicing some mindfulness here. Creating a stronger mind, a stronger brain. Find focus on one point of focus. Let your mind relax. If you feel any stray negative thoughts coming up or any stray thoughts at all, draw your focus back to your single point of focus, whatever that is for you, whether it's your breath, your gaze, or maybe focusing on your mudra. Find your breath here, and I'm hoping that you have more energy and that you maybe feel more of a sense of peace. And I want to thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours. Namaste. Bye, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.